Well, progress is going fast as we're racing through the files and slowly but surely translating the game. I say 12%, but I'm being negative about this. There's still a whole review process that comes after this. And then there's the whole graphics I gotta take care of. That's a lot of stuff. Images, I'm not even sure what to do with that. Anyway, for some reason this thing mentions scene selection instead of character selection. I think I can just skip the text. I don't know where the skips to. Yep. But let's go and look at the actual calculations. Here's some calculations. Wait, oh, frick. Okay, so that's just a label. Let me switch this back into position. Man, that's real nice. Okay, so your evil points in Chapter 2 are equal to your regular evil points. You then get one for every single person you manage to stab in the butt. You get chapter points for your correct answer in the last investigation, plus any for character that are neutral, plus 2 for any character. Actually, I think neutral's just good. Like, you need to have dated them, and this is if you dated them real good. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's none if you've never met them, abandoned if you ban them, bad if they hate you, neutral if you're good, and good if they're impressed. It's kind of awkward. This, by the way, is why you agree to enumerations ahead of time. This is an enumeration that poses as a string. Enumerations are a very odd concept. To put it lightly, it's whatever you want, but only within a certain selection of variables. So it's like a string, but not really, and you can attach values and operation to it, but not. It's really weird. Enumerations are fucking awesome. You can do such good things with enumerations. True and false are technically enumerations if you use them instead of 1 and 0, because you're technically using a limited selection of values, and it interprets that as a certain value. Although not every enumeration has a value or sorting or an organization, you can add that. Like, you can do a lot with an enum. You can very much constrain how something is built. They didn't do that here in the way they should have. Because neutral, it gives also a bad impression too. Like, the date still went fine. They don't hate you. Calling it neutral is kind of like, eh. You can get the good ending without any of these being good. So, moving on. Game does a bunch of crap regarding... Oh, look, it plays a sound effect. Let's go find that sound effect, because I have all the fucking files. Let's play Chapter 2. What is that sound effect? Wait, these are all... Ooh. Oh! The amount of noise is the chapter. That's fucking dumb. Okay, that's something that apparently also exists. I already have all the music marked. Oh, cool. I can only imagine that what this is... Okay, so it pans the chapter. It says which card it is. I can only imagine that this... Card L. What is card L? That has to be a card graphic somewhere. No, those are character graphics. If I can find the cards... Yeah, I'm gonna need to edit these fucking things. It's gonna suck! I'm already mad. Is it background? No, backgrounds are just backgrounds. Is it PC? No, these are just actual playing cards. That's why they're PC. RP is the RP game. Video games. This is a mod. That's not supposed to be here. Where does it keep the cards? This is a good question. It's also not something I should be doing right now, but what do I care? I'm the one doing the hard work here, people. I like how every character has a unique dead sprite, even though it doesn't do anything. I guess there's no card L then. Weird. Locked. What does locked mean? So locked is clearly a portrait of some sorts. But what for? Could it have been that at some point... I don't know. Orb. Is that the... That's the Exoman sphere, isn't it? Jeez, that thing looks fucking weird when it's not online. Have map is this. Yeah, I'm glad they changed that one. Because actually having Earth would be fucking on the nose for that point in the video game. It has 4 of these for some reason. It has... Why? Why are all these here? Yeah, here you can see it. Like, this is neutral. It's just called dead. It's so bad. It's like, oh, they're dead. But why is it static, though? Is it obscure the way they die? Because admittedly, Anna's death is one you kind of get to see regardless of what you do. I want to get to the part where the music starts. But here, yeah, here it decides the card you get. True ending or or true ending available, you get enlightenment because you got all the requirements. Being super evil gets you the super evil pride card. Where's the pride card? I'm going to just show these cards because they're great. So this is a really nice card. That's really nice. I fucking hate it because I don't know who that person is. Pride is Damien, which makes a lot of sense because Damien's an ass. The impression I get from Damien is that he's a dragon supremacist, so it makes sense he'd be the one to be used if no humans were going to be involved in any of these cards. It's kind of weird, but whatever. I like how there's card and card... Oh, yeah, card and card 2. I imagine those were used at some point for testing purposes, because Hope already exists as a card. Yeah, and by the way, this is order. So once you get Enlightenment, you can get no other cards ever again, and that sucks. Makes me feel very rude. Get enough points, you get the duty card, because you're being a dutiful boy. You're a great duty boy. You're a Seb boy. And otherwise, you get Hope. And if you fuck up, well, congratulations, you get Trauma. You didn't do good enough to get the Hope card, and you didn't do evil enough to get the evil card, you get Trauma. Which isn't even that traumatic. It's just like you're going on with life. How is that a trauma card? Who knows? Maybe video games knows. Oh, wow, we're starting... Oh, a sound loop. Huh. What is CN and light? I have a fucking image file for this. Oh, these are just cards. Why does it do this again? These are the... Oh, what? Okay, I think... No? Like, I know it has to show these cards on the menu. And maybe that's what that is? Oh, no. It shows 2 cards, doesn't it? Yeah, it shows 2 cards per chapter. No, that doesn't make any sense. Because if it's 2 cards... Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't even know how these transitions work. I haven't seen them in forever. Then we move on. We go to navigation menu, blah, 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 blah. Bryce dies. Bryce keys, because if you get Bryce fucking killed, the only way to get him unkilled by saves, you have to start all the way over again and get all the keys. I don't know why the game does this for this one unique occasion, but it does? Huh? I think it's chapter 4 where he gets his ass kicked. And then we get the skipping, which again features this. Very mysterious. Mysterious video game. This is just generic skipping. It says all your shit to know because you didn't do any of it. So it doesn't imply anything, I guess. My stomach's acting up. And then it plays... Oh, because it skips forward. We got basic guitar 2 playing, but first we gotta take care of this. Man, I remember when I did all this translation work all in the quiets. Man, that's so fucking quiet. Oh, it's quiet! Oh, man, it's quiet. I'm gonna throw up. I don't know why! Why? Video games! I guess it's called scene selection since, you know... Oh, whatever. I'll just keep it. Nuances. As a localizer and translator, you're pushed in a corner. And sometimes you have to do the stupid things, even though the smart thing would be smarter. Because that's how you... Because, again, I'm kind of constrained in what I can localize. Like, I can adjust things to sound good, but I can't adjust them to be culturally appropriate, which I'm fine with. Because cultural appropriation in that particular fashion tends to take away from the experience in some regards. Like, if someone gives you, say, a special kind of sushi, and in Japanese that sushi is the sushi of death, I can't just change that to the kiss of death, you know? Like, there's a cultural barrier that I can't cross there. Like, what you can do is you can have an extra text box and say, like, oh no, I know that. That's the sushi of death. You give it to someone when he's about to get his ass whooped. With a big old whip. Spankity spankity. Hurts like hell. Hurts. Wow, how did I do that? That was amazing. That was really cool. Funkydelic. Let's play music bass guitar. Everyone drop the basic guitar. Why do I not remember this music? Comforting. Yeah, I don't remember the song at all. Familiarity. The word I have in mind isn't... Oh, Vertrauenheit. I don't remember the song at all! How long does this song play? I guess not long. Or it just only shows up this one time. I guess it only shows up this one time because I don't remember it at all. Every song of the song, I'm like, I remember this one a little bit. Also, this is a little bit loud. I imagine he mentioned dividing walls because I think it's implied their city is walled or something. The parts you can imagine is it could be light pollution, it could be general pollution, or it could just be that something terrible happened in space. Also, my god, my bright screen is starting to kill me already. Ah, I need to open the goddamn blinds before this kills me. Oh, that's so much better. If everything goes alright, my computer will be getting fixed soon, and I can either get a replacement model, in which case I can upgrade, because my Polus Plus basically means that I get a replacement, which is better than the one I have right now, because of Moore's Law. Because it's equal in terms of money. But then I have to find a new one, and I have to transfer a fucking... Good comes with bad, you know. Yeah, this is kind of a thing that I don't like as much, as your character is really soaking in the sunshine for given the situations back home. Which I guess just further emphasized the fact that humanity just kind of fucked up on their own terms. It's not the solar flare that did them in, it's just humanity being dipshits. Wasting all their power on nothing. Because again, they need energy for farming and for medicine, which shouldn't really require electrical power. You can cut someone open with a knife and still perform an operation, or cut out a bullet or something, or wrap him up with bandages, and you can farm with just a trowel and a hoe. Why do you need a generator to survive? Nature is unaffected by a solar flare. There's still apples growing on trees. It's clear that humanity's just kind of fucked because they forgot everything. All those modern-day kids not knowing what the hell... Like, it just reminds me of that stupid fucking article, which is like, this life hack gets you free tomatoes, and it's just you planting and growing tomatoes. It's so dumb. And now Amazon is like, you know what's better than Amazon on your Kindle? What if you could read books in a bookstore? And, god damn it. Technology is just twirling in circles, isn't it? Ah, I love it. Because it's gonna kill everyone. I'm gonna be an old man. I'm gonna point at people and say, I told you so. And it's gonna be the best feeling ever. Looking forward to the golden old days of complaining. Also, there's like another person who's gonna make one. Like, I already had that one person who was making an army-themed version of Angels of Scaly Wings, who was like, it's all about the depressive side of things. And now another person's making one, and I think they're not gonna do well because they clearly don't know what the hell their story is gonna be. Which is alright, because that's really how ideas tend to work out. On the plus side, that other person does in fact have someone who knows a lot about game development who might be able to help out. But they're making a fucking Undertale AU, so... good luck getting good advice out of that. Because let me tell you what, a significant portion of Undertale AUs are either very much an auteur project, or they're just kind of dumb. That's sad, isn't it? It's either one guy who knows what the hell they're doing, or it's just everyone fucking around. Ooh. Frickin' underscore, man. Just make it hyphen and save yourself a shift click. I like how you just... Oh, well, this is... Oh, if you went to Bryce at the bar and he's... Oh, okay, this is if you went to the bar with him but you didn't end it well. So I guess you're kind of stiff at this point. It does not clear up your status with him, though. This is new! And I like this one. Just reminding himself this is status. I want to talk about this immediately. Right the fuck now on this channels. Like, I can see why they got rid of the X status, but I'm very curious to see what the heck this is about. Also, this song is starting to become more familiar to me. Or maybe it's because it's been droning on for the last few minutes. Wait a minute! Let me get this fucking straight. Let me go to Bryce's fucking date. Yeah, it doesn't adjust Bryce's status. Every single time you leave Bryce at the bar, you leave him at a bad status. So this is you didn't fuck up, but you can't date him again. His status doesn't update to anything you can date him with. At this point, Bryce still hates your guts. Let's skip ahead some, shall we? Maybe there's like a special conditional here? Then what dictates Bryce available? These all shut him down. Yeah, Bryce's status is still bad at that point. Let's have a look. Bryce unplayed 2... Okay. Okay, so that's if you played it. Which is... Again, don't do that! Ever! Okay, then does anything update Bryce status? Like... What? Wait. Oh no, this is with Zhong. Okay, so that's the whole point. If you're not okay with Bryce... Wait a minute. Doesn't that mean you can end up in situations where you haven't been to the bar with him? Ooh. Now I'm excited. I really need to rename that file for something. Bryce Bar. Does that come up any other place? It comes up in Chapter 3 again, and in Chapter 1 for some reason. Bryce Bar. Oh no, it's just a fucking setup. So that the variable exists! That's called initialization. It's important. Okay, so if you've been to Bryce to the bar, you know him. If you haven't played Chapter 2 Store, you don't... Wow, I like how that's the only time that mysterious. Man, this localization is just a lot more what it is than it should be, isn't it? Oh, man. No! No, you can't do that. Like, if you left him, you... But you can't! This confuses me. It never adjusts Bryce's status. What the hell? Is this a bug? Give me a moment. I think we found ourselves a mystery, gang. Although this is really not the time to be looking for mysteries. Let's get back to this. We found a mystery in land of video games. The funny thing about this is that he says relax with a few beers and he insists on a drinking contest which you can turn down, and there's some massive inconsistencies between what Bryce is saying and what he actually wants, which is very odd. Although I guess it makes sense that if you leave him he would never come back, because a large portion of the story kind of depends on this having happened, I assume, or something, I don't know. You kind of need to wake up with him. I think I'm gonna put this on the fucking forum, though. Like, this is weird. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the fucking forum, because this is kind of weird. It's a very specific bug, but it's very unusual, and it's very confusing, to say the least. Also, we are making no headway, and, yeah, that's kind of sad. Also kind of interesting, Bryce doesn't actually mention that you left him. So, again, it feels like a lot is missing. The deeper I go, the more I realize this game is full of holes. It's a Swiss cheese of a video game. Yeah, I don't get this. I also like how these are very short. It's very odd. And this X status, to me... What does that mean? I guess they didn't do it because you always get to this part, so you always get... Ah! I like how he mentions it again as a period. The thing is, though, there's really no nuance in this specific line. It just comes up a bunch. I decided to give it a little bit of a flair so that it makes a bit more sense. Like, here it says, we're counting on you, and here, we're hoping for your help. Like, there's a little bit more nuance to his character, being like, please. And here it's just like, we don't want your help. You know, it has a little bit more character to the situation. The funny thing is, I think it actually refers to detective work. Interesting, you cannot be abandoned at this point, which is very interesting. I mean, it is technically bad news. Also, he's so stern. Now, the funny thing is, other people are translating this too, but are they just translating it? Or are they not paying attention? Like, I'm asking for... God! Oh my... Oh, I'm gonna be the guy on cutting room floor, aren't I? I like that, because I love things that have been cut. They're awesome. But I never thought I'd end up there without even knowing. Ah! Oh, wow, your investigation points go down. That's really rude. I guess they need something, because there's no real investigation going on, but... This is a big... Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop soon. For one, my stomach is acting up, and for second, I'm very distracted. Oh man, that feels so sad. Like, if you do poorly, Bryce is like, don't worry. Oh man. I feel like the bad ending always feels so bad. It's so rude. It's so mean. The evil ending, I mean. Oh. Yeah, that sentence would have been way too long if I put everything in, so I decided to shorten it to, we have a list of locations that Reza visited days before his disappearance. Look. We would like to research these, and you can of course help when it comes to context and motivation. You know. There we go. I think this might fit. I use Prima a lot. Ugh. I guess Sebastian just shows the fuck up. Also, I need to turn off the fucking thing. I call it a thing, but that machine is specifically called a dryer. Why did you say let's go? It implies that you're the one leading. How does he check the list? Probably with his big hand. Peripheral vision. That's so fucking terrible. Grief. Oh no, another music kicks in. It's that. This song works, but it's kind of weak for what it needs to do. Huh, Bryce is not so stern. What a weird thing to call. Like, these weird little tweaks, they're kind of interesting. Oh, because he... Yeah, weird. I guess they didn't want to use the dissolve or something? Here he sounds a bit more angry because he says, damn, it's one of those bad days. Like, it's a little more sharp in it. I like this. I know. We'll go to the scene, jot down a couple of scribbles, as in John Hancock's, and leave. Like, he sounds a lot like he's not snappier in the Dutch version. He's a lot more, god damn it, hot ziggity. And here, oh, man, clues of things that were once but aren't anymore. Oh, I'm excited. modicum of discretion. Yeah, this sentence reads very awkward. The wounds match those of the victim, so it's similar if not identical. To hear it sounds like the wounds are identical before the murder weapon's brought up. It's kind of weird. Writing tips. Your audience always remembers the last thing, so immediately imply something else. Okay. In Dutch, this sentence works a bit better because the implication is a lot stronger here. Like here it actually immediately says it's likely instead of this, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I like this because Sebastian's being very crass. Considering he's been on the force for a couple of years, it makes sense that he's a bit more crass than he really should be. Especially since he seemed pretty okay with the last murder. The victim is a maintenance person. And his power is off. You know, power down, electrician shows up, killed before it's fixed. At least that's my theory. It gives a lot more sass to him, and I like it, because it kind of makes sense that he would be a bit sassy. Especially because the way he puts it is very out of order. It's very awkward. Like, Sebastian's clearly talking weird today. And fixing that is kind of bad, but here, you know... He just sounds sassy. He sounds like he's in the swing of things. Or at least exhausted. How did Sebastian even know where to find you, though? Has he just been looking around the entire town looking for Bryce? These questions and more in Video Games, the movie. I really think I should capture that. The funny thing about the power is we call it the stroom, as in the current, which I think sounds really fucking snazzy. The stroom, the stream. Turn on the stream! I think it's got a certain sass to it when you translate it to English directly. And now I'm going to write a book and use all the Dutchisms to make my story sound better. Interestingly, I actually had an EMP fire in the RP channel and did just this thing. Where the people start bitching. And here, there are lots of characters. This is one of the rare few times where they actually have to specify expositions because, you know, most scenes are 1, 2, 3 people. Oh my goodness, there's something reflecting on the handle of my... Oh, that's the most annoying place for that sun rate of sunlight to be, and I don't have my... Towel, to the rescue! Thank you, Towel, for covering up that annoying reflection. Yeah, I like this. Like, Bryce is not into this, so naturally he'd call out his name. Power play. Shunned. If this was made a little later, it would be shade. Thrown shade by my own colleagues. Yar. That's a weird way to put it. I'm gonna have to fix that next time. What does he even want to glean? Oh, my arm acting up. Ah! Ah! We're gonna go to here and then call it, because then shit gets weird. Yeah, we don't have a term for that. I think we literally just call it blackout. Okay, that's it, that's it. Oh, there's no music here. Damn you and your articulated knees. This would have been better if Bryce's status makes him hate you or be like, oh man, I hope those knees can do more than just walk on stairs. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Man, this must have taken a lot of work to get right. What's also very odd is that the light crashing on top of your head is a random event Izumi had to A, realize happens, and B, fix. Yep. Switch text in subsequent playthroughs. This is a weird detail, but, weird detail as it may be, it makes no sense, because you don't always learn that Izumi's... Actually, I think you do. Your character's very judgmental. I'm surprised, by the way, that this shows up. Izumi scene. Is that the variable used? Yes, it is. When does that happen? I like how Sebastian's the one that notices. Sebastian's a really sharp boy. Sharp boy. Sharp glasses for sharp boys. Izumi theme comes up in every single ending. Yeah, in every single ending, huh? And otherwise nowhere, ever. It literally comes up once. That's a logical point. Weird. Today we've learned mysterious things. But can things get more mysterious? Did I remember to add in the fuck? Oh no, there just aren't any options. There are not many options today, considering... Actually, these are a lot, now that I think about it. Next time, probably still not going to get to Affinia. Wah, wah. I really was convinced to some extent that that person was a dragon in disguise. Because it kind of makes sense at that point. Like, I didn't... Oh, man, I'm so sad. The magic is ruined, as they say. Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm going to cry in the corner. Goodbye.